Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. It's week 7 in the NFL. Sitting next to me is one of our most interesting, controversial handicappers, Mike Brenner, who's coming off of, I can be honest about this.
Absolutely, I hope you are.
Coming off of an 0-2 week. Overall, though, 9-6. So this is, your overall record is good, but your haters were happy last week. You have hate. You know they're pulling for you to lose.
Yeah,
you know that, right? That's just the way the world is.
And whether you lose by 1 point, because both of my picks last week did lose by 1. I mean, they were very close. Or if you lose by 30. Sometimes I'd rather lose by 30. But yeah, the haters are out there, and I accept that. You
ready for it? Because, look, 60% long-term, Billy Walters doesn't even hit 60%. No. So you got nothing to apologize for. But if you have a losing week this week, the haters are going to be overjoyed. It's going to be, so the pressure's on. Are you ready for it?
Yes, I am.
All right,
absolutely.
The pressure's on. Mike Brenner's going to cover 4 games with us this week. 2 NFL, 2 college. First one, NFL. Cleveland at the St. Louis Rams. This is an interesting one. This line has moved, so I don't know what you're going to pick here, but we have to give you the current lines, right? Rams right now 6 or 6.5 point home favorite. Totals 41.5 or 42. Rams, of course, off of a bye. A quality team, right? Strong in the trenches, have a good running game. Cleveland, a vulnerable, iffy team, but 6 or 6.5 is a lot of points. Now, when I saw this, my first thought on the opening lines was, I want to take the Rams, so it was 5.5 points. I was like, Jesus, that's just so many points. Now it's 6 or 6.5. I still want to take the Rams. Now it's even more points. Mike Brenner, what do you like here?
Okay, well, first of all, good to be back with you, Pete. I like the Rams, and I like them on the first half, and I got it -3.5, and my reasoning behind that is they're coming off of a bye week, and Jeff Fisher is a quality coach, and he knows how to coach his team up coming off of a bye week. The reason I particularly like the first half is I think they're going to try to establish the running game early with Todd Gurley, who, this guy's a horse. I mean, he is one of the best natural athletes in the NFL. I think with him going against Cleveland's defense against the run, which is ranked 32nd in the NFL, he should have a field day. I believe first half he might rip off over 100 yards. But the first half, I think, is where the value is because the Rams are a very good team, well coached, and they're at home. And when you're at home and you have that energy, you've had some time off against a team, let's take this into account, Pete. 2 overtime games the last 2 weeks, Cleveland. They're exhausted. And last week took a lot of gas out of the tank when they came back and put the pressure on Peyton Manning and the Broncos, but ended up losing it. Matter of fact, that was one of my losses last week that didn't cover by 1. So I just think Cleveland's an up-and-coming team, but I think they're a little out of gas. And you match that up with the fact that Fisher had a week to prepare for this on an off week. Rams -3.5 in the first half is my pick, and I'm all over this play. I'm going to bounce back strong this week.
All right, Mike Brenner, like I said, on the opening line, I was looking for some way to bet the Rams, but I haven't bet them yet. I was like, maybe I want to take the money line. I was like, that's so steep. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe the first half is the way to go. That's Mike Brenner's first recommended pick for us this week. Thanks so much, Mike.
Okay, thank you, Pete.